Hello, sir. My name is Paul, but you also know me. Yet today it's my oral speech, and that whole. Let's start. The select article for this oral speech comes from a worldwide influence and readership newspaper, the New York Times. The New York Times International Edition is written in English, and this newspaper is sold in more than 160 countries and territories, targeting an the urban audience. The title of my chosen article is Kylian Mbappe and the Boys from the Banlieues. This article was written by Rory Smith and Eliane Peltier on June 7th, 2018. Europe is the host to the largest array of soccer talents. The purpose of this article is to show the huge expanse of suburbs and towns surrounding Paris, designated by others as a breeding ground for violence and terrorism. The author supports the story with backstory, player strong abilities and achievement. To analyze this document, I have found following issue: why the neighborhoods are increasingly become more represent in football. To answer this question, I have two supportive claims. Firstly, I will talk about the image of Kylian Mbappe in the neighborhood. Furthermore, I will talk about the recruitment of young players in the suburbs. So, first, Kylian Mbappe, the image of neighborhood. Kylian Mbappe comes from Bondy. Bondy is located a few kilometers north of and a road away from central Paris. For some people, Bondy is just a neighborhood of 9-3, sorry. The place where you can find drugs, prostitution, and radicalization. However, on the bottom of buildings, there are also children playing soccer. Kylian Mbappe was one of these children. For Antonio Riccardi, one of the first coach of Kylian Mbappe, the sensation was the same for those who are decades or so early and an ocean away first watched Lionel Messi. Antonio Riccardi say Kylian was a boy who did everything better, faster, and more often. Mbappe loved to dribble, to skate past opponents. I never told him to stop. He was the best at that. Why would I have told him to stop? He was the best kid I coached, and he is probably the best I will ever coach. Today, the face of Kylian Mbappe will beam out from an enormous advertising board on the Résidence des Potagers, overlooking the world out of here toward Paris. The slogan, Bondy, la ville des possibles, Bondy, la ville des possibles, emblazoned across it. Mbappe has become the image of neighborhoods thanks to his life story. He represents the actual children for the Banlieues, but also the children of tomorrow. As it were today, Kylian Mbappe showed to children that they can become professional player. The ideology is that you must believe in your dream. Neighborhoods, the second part, neighborhoods, the new goal mean of recruitment consultants. The quality of the soccer player in the neighborhood is amazing. A lot of professional soccer players come from menus. For example, of the 23 players whom Didier Deschamps, French coach, will take to Russia, eight started their stories here in the Bernese. The neighborhoods are today the new god mean of recruitment consultant. Indeed, money calls the people. However, why this business? Today there is a lot of money in soccer. The level of player increases, and the clubs want to have the future celebrating. The club employ recruitment consultants for find the new Kylian Mbappe and perhaps earn money 10 years later. Increasingly, predators from further afield do the same. England's Premier League teams often send their own scouts now. We can wonder why choose a player from French Bernese. Just as important thought is the type of player the Bernese tend to produce. In the article, the coach of Russell, Mohamed Koulibaly, describes the model as athletic, vigorous, dynamic, technical, and aggressive. The sort of player the French national team is made of. This French team, which features a generation of players widely regarded as the country's best in 20 years, and is considered by the many it's considered by the many to be good enough to win the World Cup, was forget here in the Bondi and the many places like it. It is a team bite in the long shadow cast by the city of light. This sentence of the article summarizes the actual situation of the soccer in France. Conclusion: why the neighborhoods are increasingly become more represented in football. I think Kylian Mbappe is very important for young player and especially for the young player of urban years, of the banlieues. He represents the actual children of the banlieues, but also the children of tomorrow. Kylian Mbappe show to children that they can become professional soccer player. I repeat the sentence of my development, but the ideology is that you must believe in your dream. So the young boy play every time soccer for maybe become a professional soccer player one day. As a result of this, the quality and the quantity of the soccer player in the neighborhoods are incredible. So the recruitment consultant in the neighborhoods for maybe find the new Kylian Mbappe. So they create a business in the menus. For today, my hour is finished. If you have questions, you can send me an email. And thank you, sir. Goodbye.